Congratulations, you have found sobriety, wealth, success. My name is Dennis, and I am here to assist you on your journey of recovery. Have you considered that the reason you're using porn, the real cause that creates the effect that you're living in, is because you have unresolved anger or other unresolved feelings from the past? And in order to avoid dealing with these feelings, you're escaping them by watching pornography for hours on end, making love to a screen with a bottle of hand lotion, and just wasting your energy, wasting your seed, and ultimately wasting your life. Let me tell you, the reason that I got so lost in pornography for over 12 years, by the way, today's day 418 of sobriety for me, but the reason I was so lost in it for over 12 years is because I had tons and tons of unresolved anger, suppressed anger. I had become angry, and I was so pissed off that what I did was I pushed it down. I suppressed it. Suppression is when you push an emotion down on purpose. You're consciously aware of that you're pushing it down, and that's exactly what I did. I was furiously angry, especially as a teenager. There were situations where if I was uninhibited, I would have killed somebody. I was so angry. I was born with cataracts on both of my eyes, and they were removed when I was an infant with laser surgery, right? And thank God that the doctor did that, because I'm able to have vision and able to go out and participate in life with my sense of vision, right? If I hadn't had surgery, I wouldn't be able to see anything. I'd be blind. So I'm grateful that those were removed. Unfortunately, I don't have lenses on my eyes. So on the physical plane, this is what's known as a disability, right? My vision isn't fully correctable. Well, as a small boy, especially in elementary school, the other children would make me acutely aware that my vision wasn't as good as theirs. Kids are assholes. Let's just be straight up about it, especially when you're a kid. Kids are just assholes. And then a couple times I tried to talk to adults about it, and these adults weren't my parents, given. That's a given. They weren't my parents, so I'll admit that. But, they would say things to me like, "Oh my gosh, your eyes are really bad." And I remember hearing this over and over again from adults. So this has a huge impact on my self-esteem. So now I'm like pissed off. I'm a little boy. I'm less than 10 years old, and I'm getting extraordinarily angry. I'm wondering, why do I have this problem? Why am I the only person that I know like this? Why do people keep telling me how bad my vision is? Why do people keep telling me how bad I am? This is what I heard, that I was bad, that there was something wrong with me. Well, as I get older, especially into high school, the teenagers, not only are they assholes, we're going to be straight up about it, and pardon my language, but kids are assholes. I'm just going to be totally honest. When I begin to be a teenager, these kids become, the language gets worse, the taunting gets worse, right? The just doing anything they could do to embarrass me. It gets extraordinary. It goes extreme. So now I'm in full on rage mode. I'm a rageaholic. I wake up and I hate people, right? I'm waking up in the morning with rage on my mind, angry to the point where I could stab somebody or gun somebody down. I'm so angry. If I had the opportunity, I would have done it. I'm just extraordinarily angry. So I go to college. Actually, in high school, I had a girlfriend who we had sex very many times. I didn't masturbate until I got to college. In high school, in the 11th grade, I attracted a girlfriend who was she was actually very, very beautiful. I was very fortunate at the time. And, in spite of myself, I attracted this beautiful woman. And that's where I started having sex. We were having sex frequently, a couple times a week as teenagers. Any place we could find a place to go. So I get introduced to sex, right? It's wonderful. It's a wonderful escape from the anger I feel. I mean, it's a fantastic escape from this anger that I have, this rage, right? So then I go to college. She's still in my hometown. I move out of town. I go to a school, an out-of-state school, right? So now I don't have anyone to have sex with, and I had difficulty finding anybody. I'm so angry, right? I'm so angry and socially inhibited that I fail to meet anyone. So I start masturbating. And this is where I really get started into sex and porn addiction. Because I have to escape my feelings the way I escaped them in high school. But the only way I can do that is by masturbating. So I'm doing it occasionally, and it's a wonderful escape. But I'm still a rageaholic, right? Well, as soon as, give it a few years, porn becomes live streaming on the internet. This is when I go off the rails, full-blown sex addict, because I'm escaping my angry feelings. Rather than deal with them, I'm escaping them through pornography. Have you considered that you might be doing something similar to this? That's why you guys relapse. You no-fap guys, you semen retention guys, the reason that you keep relapsing and you have so much difficulty with this, beating this thing, or getting some distance, is because you have no commitment whatsoever. There's no commitment to no-fap. There's no commitment to semen retention, right? You have no commitment. It's a vague promise to nobody with no commitment. And the second reason is because you don't know why you're using it. I mean, you're not figuring out what the cause is that creates the effect that you're living in. So this is why no-fap, semen retention, you guys can't stop using porn. You can't stop masturbating because you have no commitment and you don't know what you're doing it for. For me, I identified the cause of it. It's unresolved anger. And for the last few years, I've been releasing that anger. There's a fabulous book by the great David Hawkins. It's called Letting Go. Letting Go has a chapter on anger that will greatly assist you. I highly recommend you read that book. But that's why I've been utilizing the letting go technique to release my unresolved anger. And after a few years of working on this, now I'm sober 418 days, which is fantastic. It's a beautiful gift. This is the longest I've been sober since before I went to college, which is amazing. Have you considered how liberated you will feel when you get some distance from this pornography addiction? Are you committed to improving the quality of your life, up-leveling, upgrading, enhancing the quality of your life? I can assist you to discover the cause that creates the effect that you're living in. Until we let go of the cause that creates the effect, we as human beings will continue to perpetuate a similar set of circumstances to satisfy a familiar feeling. I can assist you to identify that cause and let go of it, and I offer free consultations. I want you to email me. My email address is on my Facebook page. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the description box below this video. Like, subscribe, share. Dennis out.